In 447 AD, a series of catastrophic earthquakes rocked the city, far worse than anything Byzantine engineers had anticipated. It was the opportunity Attila had been waiting for. 57 towers were leveled by the tremors, leaving the city unprotected. Attila's army was once more on the march, threatening Constantinople. From the rubble, Emperor Theodosius rallied Constantinople's people to help not only rebuild the defenses, but to make them even more formidable than before. But with the Hun army fast approaching, thousands of citizens had only weeks to repair walls that had taken years to build. But the Byzantines would take no chances. The new and improved Theodosian walls would now incorporate a triple line of defense.
There must have been an enormous amount of planning, a lot of engineering skill. For its period, it was the most complex and expensive defensive system in the world outside of China.
The first hurdle, a giant moat. Beyond that, an outer terrace. Next, a brand new outer wall, 10 feet tall and 6.5 feet thick. The final and by far the most impressive line of defense would be the original massive inner wall, completely rebuilt and anchored by its 96 giant towers.
Each tower is its own individual little castle. So to conquer the walls of the city, it would mean penetrating the moat, the outer walls, the inner wall, 3 lines of defense, and then conquering all of these individual castles one by one.
It's an extremely clever system. All the angles, all the possibilities for the technology of the time are covered.
The work was completed just in time. Attila's scouts crested a hill only to see the hardcore fortress of Constantinople. Attila would never breach the Byzantines' capital city.
The city was secure because of its walls. There are any number of times in the history of the Byzantine Empire where attackers get as far as the walls of the city, but they can go no further.
For 1,000 years, the Byzantine Empire would be saved by its city walls, from the Huns and Arabs to the Russians and Turks.
The survival of Constantinople for as long as it did survive was very much due to the fact that it was a walled city which was almost impregnable.